Welcome into Bama Central's Just a Minute with Austin Hannon. I'm Katie Wyndham, and Austin college football fans can rejoice. The wait is over. Week 0 is here. Alabama fans still have to wait one more week, but college football does start this weekend, this Saturday, with a couple of games. And I believe that means we have college football every week, or some form of football, college or NFL, every week until like February, which is good news for football fans. But with all that being said, Austin, looking at a couple of the games across the board this Saturday, what are some of the week 0 matchups that intrigue you or you're maybe most excited about?
Yeah, how about the one to kick it all off? Obviously, there's no ranked unranked matchups. There's only two top 25 teams actually playing, that being Notre Dame and USC. But Notre Dame playing against Navy in Ireland, I think that's a little bit interesting to start the season, do it in a different country. Obviously, there's plenty of roots for Notre Dame over there in Ireland and in Dublin where they're playing against Navy. So that should be a good game. And every year the first game is always great because you just have missed it so much because it's been gone. And regardless of if it's actually a good football game, we'll see. That'll be their first game without Tommy Rees as offensive coordinator. So there's a little bit of an Alabama connection. No Tyler Buckner either. So both of those guys would have been in Dublin with Notre Dame if they had not choose to come to Tuscaloosa. And how about we got the situation developing? The first SEC game of the year is Vanderbilt. I'm not sure if anybody watching this has seen on social media what the stadium looks like down on West End in Nashville right now, but both end zones are now full of construction on Vanderbilt's campus. And so they've got a whole lot of big situation going on there. So we'll see if they can get those renovations done anytime soon. If not, you might be seeing, a construction site on your television screen if you watch that Vanderbilt game on Saturday. So SEC gets started. Notre Dame's getting started. Lincoln Riley and USC will play their first game of the year as Caleb Williams looks to defend his Heisman Trophy. So nothing too exhilarating, but, college football's back, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, maybe not like any, like you said, no top 25 matchups, but we'll all still be tuning in if you
Yeah.
watch football. You gotta get your fix early on. Yeah, I agree. Just the fact that SEC football's back, even if it is Vanderbilt, they had some big wins towards the end of last season, beat Florida, I believe. So, we'll see if they can get to a place where they're bowl eligible this year. And to do that, they got to win these non-conference games because it's going to be tough slate for them in the SEC. And then another game, I don't know how much of it I'll actually watch, but maybe tune in a little bit, is Jacksonville State. This summer at the Alabama Sports Writers Association convention, it was held at JSU, and Rich Rodriguez, currently the head coach of Jacksonville State, which probably a lot of people may not realize that he's coaching in the state of Alabama. A lot of people thought back in the day he would be the coach at Alabama when it ended up being Nick Saban. But this is their first year in FBS, and so he talked about some of kind of their goals, and it was just interesting hearing him talk. So I'll be interested to see their first FBS game. But yeah, seeing Caleb Williams, USC, coming off his Heisman run, if their offense, they're playing San Jose State, so obviously not a big opponent. But if their offense is just as dynamic as last year, and maybe if he can kick off that repeat Heisman campaign, which has only happened one time for a player. So we'll be tuning into some football this weekend, excited about it. But of course, also have the Alabama coverage throughout this week and then next week when it is game week for the Crimson Tide. But that'll wrap up today's Just a Minute with Austin. I'm Katie. Thank you for watching.